Hussein was granted bail this week with a big question mark over his head. Is he a terrorist? The U.S. and Canadian governments say he is. They put him on a list of suspected terrorists. Newspaper headlines came to the same conclusion. And Hussein has paid the price. His money transfer business in Boston, used by Somalis to wire money back home, has been shut down. And an office cleaning franchise he owned in Ottawa has been temporarily suspended. But when it came time to back up these allegations at Hussein's bail hearing, the only accusation was that he operated a money transfer business without a state license. As Justice David McWilliam ruled, there was no evidence that Mr. Hussein was involved in any terrorist act or activity.
And I think it's truly frightening. There's absolutely no way this man should be on that list.
In Deep River, Mohamed Ataya says he's also a victim of overzealous police agencies. Ataya is an engineer at Atomic Energy of Canada's Chalk River nuclear facility. He was born in Egypt and is Muslim, and he says those two facts led to an interview with RCMP and CSIS officers.
Some further questioning about whether I am a practicing Muslim or not, which was shocking to me because I couldn't believe. I thought I am not living in Canada anymore.
After being questioned, Ataya was told he was a security risk and fired from his job.
We became here as a family, we became the entertainment of the whole city of Deep River. You can imagine people going to the parties in Deep River and talking about me being the uncle of Osama bin Laden.
Ataya now awaits his day in court, and he's anxious to see whether AECL, CSIS, and the Mounties can back up their accusation that he is a security threat. In Ottawa, this is Global Jacques Bourbeau reporting. For Mohamed Ataya, this letter is the first step to clearing his name. 2 months after he was told he was a security risk and fired from his job at the Chalk River nuclear plant, he's been told he can return to work.
Restores my confidence in AECL management and in our system and in our Canadian society.
Mohamed Ataya's world fell apart on September the 20th, because that's the day that he was brought here to the OPP detachment in Petawawa by RCMP and CSIS officers. And he says their questioning focused on two facts: that A, he was born in Egypt, and B, he's a Muslim.
I have no clue about how the circumstances in which the RCMP and the CSIS have made their assessment about me.
Ataya was working as an engineer at Atomic Energy of Canada's Chalk River nuclear facility. When he was fired, he says the RCMP and CSIS officers had no evidence linking him to terrorism. And even though he's got his job back, there's been no formal apology or explanation of why he was branded a security risk.
Being wrongfully listed or wrongfully accused can cause irreparable harm to a person. Just ask Mohamed Ataya. Can the parliamentary secretary tell us what other recourse exists for those who are wrongfully listed?
If public officials behave improperly or with negligence, then they can be liable for civil action. This could be the case in this situation.
Ataya has filed a $5.5 million lawsuit, and he says he hasn't decided yet if he'll proceed with it. For Global News, I'm Jacques Bourbeau in Deep River.